Hi guys, showcase of French Imperial Guard foot artillery 12 pounders for the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon made some changes to his artillery in his army, making the carriage, the wagons lighter, the guns lighter, making the 12-pounder gun the standard gun for his army, adding more crews to the guns, more horses, and a good skilled artillery crew could fire up to 4 shots in a minute. These are some small changes Napoleon did for his artillery in the army to add mobility on the battlefield, and those changes are just one small change or small piece of changes that made his army great on the battlefield. So today I'm gonna showcase these artillery pieces. They are from Victrix and are in plastic. So let's take a little closer look, and I'm also gonna showcase the entire Grand Artillery for my French army that are going to bombard the Russian redoubts in my upcoming game. So let's take a closer look at these miniatures. So these lovely miniatures are from the manufacturer Victrix, and the set is called French Napoleonic Foot Artillery 1804 to 1812. And in this set you can make 3 cannons, and you can choose if you want to make 12-pounder cannons or 8-pounder cannons. I decided to make 12-pounder cannons for my Napoleonic army because I didn't have any 12-pounder guns. Wanted to add some more oomph to my army. Well, as I mentioned before, they are also the standard guns for the French army. Now let's take a closer look at these miniatures. So let's start with the little command base here. So this is the, let's say, command base for the artillery battery here. This is the officer. I only added 1 officer for this artillery battery. The rest is just gun crew on the other pieces. So let's start with the fancy one with the officer on. And as you can see, I made these artillery pieces into Imperial Guard artillery. In this kit from Victrix you can choose the heads if you just want to make them the early, just line infantry or foot artillery, but I choose to make them into Imperial Guard. And here is another piece of artillery. I used some basic materials from Vallejo, that texture of mud, and then I just dried brush it and such. And as I mentioned before in other videos, that I am working on a painting video on how I paint my Napoleonic infantry. That will be coming up later on in the future on this channel. Now, some of you guys might wonder, what color did I use to paint these lovely guns? Well, the base color I used was the German uniform on the guns, and then I added some green wash or something, I think it was, and then I base coated it. And for the gun itself I used greedy gold from Army Painter. Okay, so these are the 3 guns you get in the Victrix set. So now I'm gonna showcase my entire Napoleonic Grand Artillery battery. The Grand Artillery battery. Let me present the amount of firepower I have for my upcoming game. So I think I'm set and good for French artillery for a long time ahead. So basically the two guns here, this one and this one, are from Warlord Games and are in metal, and the front row here are the Victrix, what was the name of that set? I think it was French Napoleonic foot artillery 1812 to 1815, where you could make 6-pounder guns, howitzers, and yeah, I think it was that. And in the back you have the set I showcased today with the 12-pounders. So all in all, I think this is a solid artillery battery altogether that I will have for my game against the Russian at the Battle of Borodino. So a last little flyby over my grand artillery for my French army. Ready to start firing on the Russian redoubts. So yeah, there will be more videos. Napoleonic, pike and shot, Oathmark, 100 Years War. Well, anything hobby related basically. And thank you guys for watching, and thanks you so very much for all the support you guys gave me in the last hobby update I did and such. It means a lot. Making it's yeah, everything just pushing forward with the hobby. Just yeah, it is what it is. So take care guys, and feel free to subscribe and take care. Goodbye.